And Happy New Year's, Guardians. It's your boy, it's YouTube Dad here. And we're going to be talking about this progression of the Dawning. The Dawning originated back in 2017 with Season of the Light. The event introduced the Eververse store, sparrows, and holiday themed gear. It also introduced the concept of baking cookies and various NPCs in the tower. So we've had 8 years of the Dawning, and nothing has touched the 2019 Dawning. This event was widely praised for several reasons. It stood out, it had the best iterations of the event. It had unique and fun activities. The chef role. For the first time, players took on the role as a chef to help Eva Levante bake special cookies for various NPCs across the solar system. This added a unique flavor to the event, moving away from the typical PvP or grind of heavy activities. The focus was completing a variety of fun, festive tasks such as collecting ingredients and baking cookies, which gave players a refreshing break from the usual gameplay loop. It also had, you had to deliver the cookies. That mechanic was introduced at this point. Delivering cookies of different NPCs, including vendors and characters from the tower to other locations, was a creative addition. This mechanic felt more personable, and it connected players to the world of Destiny in the way that previous Dawnings had yet been able to do. And Destiny hasn't moved away from this mechanic, which is kind of sad, or they haven't grown upon it. You just can't find one thing that works and leave it alone. You need to grow on it and make it better. Change it up a little bit. We're tired of the constant cookie making and grinding to do that to get weapons. Give us some missions that are, themed, holiday themed. Do something different. But what was also great about the 2019 edition was that the weapons we got the perfect paradox. It was a shotgun that had unique design and powerful perks, making it highly coveted. The gun's lore and connection to the story specifically related to the Traveler and the Vault of Glass. It resonated with a lot of players, especially the originals, the OG Destiny players, and you know who you are out there. I'm one of them. It resonated. We also had awesome cosmetics. The Dawning of 2019 featured some of the greatest cosmetic rewards. The holiday themed armor sets, the sparrows, the ships, the emotes. These rewards were fun, festive, and allowed players to express themselves in the spirit of the event. And this is also where the snowball gameplay came from. In addition to the snowballs, which is a fun activity, both in and out of PvP. Players could throw snowballs at enemies and other players and even NPCs in the tower. This was, light-hearted addition that made every event feel more festive and fun, breaking up the usual intensity of the combat, but it did add to later grinds and other additions. I mean, we just had bounty that we had to do, several hundred snowball kills. The grind is killing us, Destiny. You need to change the hard grind for lack of rewards. To give Bungie a little bit of help in the creative department, I know they've done like the hybrid prismatic build, but what about hybrid perks on guns? Such as, let's go with the pyroclasmic surge, solar and void. The effects kills with the weapon causes void explosions that spread solar damage over time, igniting nearby enemies. Enemies affected by the void explosions take increased solar damage for a brief period. Or flavor, a mix of destruction and sustained damage, combining void explosion power with solar burn effects for a deadly synergy. There's also charged shatter, arc and stasis. After defeating a frozen enemy, your next arc attack has a chance to chain nearby enemies, dealing arc damage while also freezing the initial target allies for a short duration. Flavor on that would be the perfect combination of crowd control and high damage. Arc damage, arc energy spreads after the target is frozen, ensuring the ripple effect of destruction. Then you can have solar flux, solar and arc. Precision kills with the weapon cause a burst of arc energy that chains to nearby enemies, causing them to burn with solar damage for a short time. The more targets you hit, the larger the solar explosion becomes. Frozen singularity, void and stasis. Shots with the weapon create a void rift that pulls enemies in, freezing them in place while they take void damage. Frozen enemies take additional void damage over time, amplifying their weakness. What about the Tempest of Ash? Arc and Solar. Arc damage overloads solar charge enemies, causing them to explode into a burst of flames. Additionally, solar damage ignites enemies in proximity to arc kill enemies. You can do Void Flare. Void and Solar. Sounds great. Void kills create a small solar explosion around the targets, dealing damage over time and nearby enemies. Solar kills create a Void Orb that weakens enemies in proximity. Destiny, or Bungie I should say, there are tons of ideas. Cryo, electromagnetic, stasis and arc. Stasis and void, you can mix and match these things so much to create a more meaningful dawning. The dawning we have right now is the same dawning we had in 2019. The weapons are the same that we had throughout the time. You know, you're not being creative here. And it's just not me, it's the community too. You're loaded with glitches, you're loaded with issues. You need to fix these issues. Return us back to the 2019 of the new creative time. Bungie, you can do this. We have faith in you. We've been around for 10 plus years. Let's do this. Let's get this stuff right. And let's have fun again. In the meantime, guys, it's YouTube Dad. I'm just a dad doing YouTube videos, playing Destiny, having fun. If you like my videos, if you like what I talk about, if you have any other constructive criticism, anything whatsoever, shoot me a message down below. But in the meantime, hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you have a great New Year's and a great start to 2025. If you're not, we're here for you as a community. We're going to get through it. But in the meantime, guys, stay strategic and have a great time.